everyone, it's Abby B, and today I am going to be talking about one of my Dungeons & Dragons characters, Larkspur. Okay, so let's get his character sheet. Okay. So, his name is Larkspur. His original name was Joseph, but he did change it. His race is, he's a shapeshifter. He can shapeshift into a wolf, so that qualifies him as a mage. He is 24, and originally, when Larkspur was younger, he was originally named Joseph, and he was like a nice and sweet kid, but he got picked on by a lot of other kids. So basically, one day, these 3 boys attacked him and beat him up really bad, and as he was laying on the ground, he got beat up really bad, and then he went home and went to sleep. So these same 3 boys were trying to do a prank, I guess. I say I guess like I didn't make up the character. So they set a fire to his house, and it caught, and his 2 parents and his younger brother died. And as he was laying on his side, because Joseph did get saved, and he was laying on his side, and he saw this plant called Larkspur, and he was like, I can't keep living this way. I can't keep letting people push me around. So he turned evil, and he adopted the name Larkspur. So he waited a little bit because he knew that at least some of the boys who started the fire would feel guilty, so he wanted them to live with that guilt. And then when he was 16, how old was he at the time? He was 10. He was 10 years old at the time. So he waited until he was 18. And then one of the boys that started the fire killed himself. This is a dark story. Larkspur had a dark past. So one of the boys did end up killing themselves. So the other 2 boys he tortured and then killed. And he's been killing ever since. He turned evil. He does have a soft spot for children, though. And he does want to make children villains. And the reason for that is because as a child... Jake, stop that. As a child, Joseph wasn't a villain and he got hurt. So he feels like if he takes these kids and he makes them into villains, that they're not going to get hurt because they'll be the one doing the hurting. So they won't get hurt. Let me see. Also, I wrote down that children remind him of his brother that died in the fire. And his main goal is to create a coalition of villains. Like a supportive society where villains will, respect each other, And so, before he goes and tortures the boys, when he's 10 after the fire, he moves in with a villain named Rimsha. And Rimsha teaches Larkspur how to be evil as well. He helped him. I feel like if he didn't have Rimsha, he would still be evil, but Rimsha did help him a bit, So, Rimsha went to go get immortality, and he died while trying to achieve it. So Rimsha is gone. So all this loss is not helping him stay good. He's essentially evil now. Okay, so his appearance, he is male, he has black hair, he has gray eyes, He's muscular, but also like a little bit skinnier as well, and he is average height. He has pretty high constitution and intelligence. I forget what exactly constitution is, but it must be important because I rolled the dice, and that's how you decide this, and I got to pick where each one went. So constitution must have been important. He has low wisdom and low charisma. And we started this character out as level 2. His alignment is neutral evil. His saving throws are strength and intelligence. I'm not quite sure what saving throws are. His initiative and speed are both 12. We made them the same. So his skills. His skills are bluff, deception, persuasion, survival, and clarity. The languages he knows are common and thieves can't, which is basically similar to sign language. His personality traits are caring to children, fearless, tactical leader. His flaws are callous, cruel, seducer, spiteful. He stole a lot of stuff, so he has a pretty good amount of equipment. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you guys about the very first character I made. Her name is Rowan. And it's been a while since I've played her. It's been, I would say, around a year since I've played her. So I did have to make a new page for her because I didn't have my page from last time I played her, so I just had to make a new one. So Rowan is half wood elf, half high elf. Her father is basically out of the picture, and he was part of the high elf side. Her age is 115, and that's basically young for her race. So she's basically like a teenager, I think. But I wanted to make her a little bit older than a teenager, so I would say teenager, young adult. So Rowan has lived with her mother and the other wood elves for her entire life, and she's always wanted to be independent and wanted adventure. So in her first adventure, she basically leaves her mother a note saying that she's fine, and she just went out because she wanted to do adventure stuff. So she went on a quest with 3 others, and let's see, Lola, Onyx, and I think the third one's name started with an L as well, but I'm not quite remembering. And basically they fought some wolves, and one of them she really liked, so she kept him and she named him Timber. There's something going on with cars near my house. I don't know why it's near my house, but it is. Okay, so Rowan has pretty high strength, dexterity, and constitution. Once again, I forgot what that was. She has lower wisdom and lower charisma. So her appearance, she has dark skin. She's basically, she's black. She has black hair, she has green eyes, she is 4'7", and I think that's slightly taller than average, but not by a lot. Fairly skinny, but has some muscle. So I started her off on level 2 as well. Her alignment is chaotic good. Her saving throws are dexterity and strength. Her initiative and speed are both 15. So some of her skills are nature, acrobatics, stealth, survival, and perception. The languages she knows are common and elvish, which makes sense. Personality traits that she has is independent, adventurous, joyful, valiant, and honest. flaws: blunt, loud, impulsive, and naive. I remember when I played her, she basically just came out and asked things and said things, and she didn't realize that they were insensitive. So, yeah. So those are the 2 characters that I have. And I think I'm going to film another video about Larkspur's first day of adventuring. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.